Where were you, Joe, mentally, physically, and emotionally before actually starting coaching with me?
I'd say I were quite um, lost with my training. I were very hit and miss. Some days I'd be training 3 days a week. Some days it was 4. No intent, just going through the motions of what I already knew. No like real structure. And I won't say I was eating completely bad, but it therefore wasn't benefiting me in the way that it could have been
Okay.
in regards to my diet. Yeah.
What about from an emotional and physical standpoint then?
Um, from an emotional standpoint, I'd say it's good to be held accountable. Like I can remember ringing you up one day wanting to quit, and you won't let me. And I fucking, do you know what I mean? If I quit, I'd have regretted it. I'd have regretted it, 100%. Um, literally got in the best shape of my life after that first photo shoot. So yeah, no regrets on that at all.
So when it talks about not letting you quit, what sort of things did I do to make sure that we ensured the result and we carried on and obviously the result from that, what were it?
So it just, you rang me up, or I rang you up, and we actually like had a conversation for like half hour, 45 minutes. Um, and you talked me out of it, which I feel is very important. I don't think a lot of coaches would actually do that. They might just, let it breeze past them, and or just take the money and run. But you give that personal touch where it's like, yo, I'm your coach, but I'm here to fucking see you do well. I'm not just here to take your money off you. Um, which were brilliant. I also think like you need that leader within your life. If you don't always see the end goal, you need someone to see it for you and to see like picture the vision for you and help you down that path. So brilliant.
Just so that's a great answer. Is that specifically what did I say that kind of kept you on track? Just for recollection, I don't really remember what I actually said. Was it anything in particular?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. It must have been something on the lines of "you're gonna regret it," 100%. And deep down, like I needed to hear that because I think everyone always knows, like when they're putting something off and they're like, "Oh no, I'm just gonna pack it in." Deep down, they know they're gonna regret it.
Hmm.
So to have someone there who's like, "Yo, you know you're gonna regret it. Fucking man up, do what needs to be done, get the result you've been looking for. You can do it." That's what I needed. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, bro. I love that. That's what we're talking about. And yeah, we're not letting people off the hook easy. When we fucking hold people to a high standard, and I'm glad that it worked for you, mate. And some people it does, it don't work. Some people it does.
Mm.
Appreciate it. What were your biggest frustrations and doubts before actually signing up, Joe? Biggest frustrations
Um,
and doubts before signing up. Potential.
I don't think I had any doubts when I first signed up. Um, like, how do I say this? I already knew you before you became a coach, so yeah, I guess I had trust in what you did because I could see like the discipline and standard you held for yourself. So there was no doubts there. And what was the other part of that question?
So, what were your biggest frustrations before signing up?
Frustrations were probably um, not seeing the progress I would have liked to see just by, aimlessly. Even though I were kind of consistent within going to the gym, I wasn't consistent within my actual routine of what I did in the gym. So there was no structure. It was just, fine tuning that process to actually get the result that, the desired outcome that I wanted, which you helped with a lot.
Okay, so structure was the main thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect, bro. Excellent. So this is obviously is talking about like, potentially in the present tense.
Mm.
But talk a little bit about the photo shoot instead. So what results have you seen so far? And also you could future pace it what it's actually done for you as a character, as a person anyway. But what results have you seen so far, physically, mentally, and just in your life since going through it?
Um, I'd say doing that photo shoot was like a big staple moment. Actually seeing how good I looked, on photos were unreal. And to say I wanted to quit, and I probably could have given more myself. And knowing that in back of my head, knowing that I could have probably given more, the next time when I do it, is going to be absolutely like it's going to be a shutdown. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be insane. Uh,
Photo 2.0.
photo shoot 2.0, that'll be insane. Um, God, I've lost my pattern of thought. Where are we?
So I think your phone made a noise as well, so it might not got that gem there. But what results did you see for the photo shoot, physically, mentally, and in your everyday life and after? So what results have you seen physically, mentally, and emotionally since going through the whole process?
Basically a massive confidence boost. Like seeing yourself look that good on photos. With I'll probably say I put 77% effort in that. Like if I put 100% effort in, the results would have been like phenomenal. I guess mentally knowing that, and it spills over into other parts of life as well. Where that them times where I wasn't so showing my resilience, and you helped me see that. Um, that kind of has spilled into other parts of my life now, where I'm being more resilient when I'm improving my skill set, when I'm improving my self as a person. So yeah, it's definitely integrated some sort of resilient infrastructure within me.
Cool, man. What about emotional? How do you feel about yourself now you've been through something like that? From a
Emotionally, on top of the world, mate. I honestly feel like um, I can't be defeated now. I feel like there's just more and more levels to uncover, and the sky's the limit. And it sounds cliche, but I think people have this perception of like how good they can look and stuff like that, and put a cap on their limitations when really there's no cap when you've got great coaches, great people around you showing you the way, and yeah, you're dedicated to actually becoming the best version of yourself.
fire. Fucking awesome, bro. Amazing. No, I love that, mate, and it's good that it's carried on through, and you've obviously started to land your dream job role. You fucking
Yeah,
opened
man.
up so many opportunities, regardless whether you went through me or not. You were going to do it anyway, but to be a part of that and watch you grow, it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah, and the thing is, like we've built a bond now where it ain't just like a coach and a student. It's like a friendship. So like we've bounced off each other. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the balance there, which I think you'll get a lot with a lot of coaches. You know what I mean? They might just be there to take your money, where we're actually there to see each other succeed. And I feel like that's quality, mate. Probably one
yeah,
of the things that's been brought from that.
couldn't agree more, bro. Couldn't agree more. I mean, there's many things I could go over in terms of this. I won't do it on this, but there's many things go over where you've genuinely helped me as well. So
Yeah,
they appreciated me, and I think that's the most special thing about a client to then an actual friend. I mean, Wes Watson says something very specific. It was like your best friend. What's been the biggest shift or breakthrough moment for you during this journey?
oof. Probably the massive breakthrough is just like falling in love with the process of getting better every day.
Mm,
Because right at the start, when you're drinking and you're smoking and you're doing whatever you're doing, you can look at it as being very boring to, just being on your own, going to the gym, eating good food, like self-development, being on like, try to improve yourself every day. You can see it as kind of boring, but once you fall in love with that and find an actual passion for becoming, the best version of yourself, like nothing beats like the feeling of getting better every day and knowing actually growing as a person and an individual. So
fire,
that's the big breakthrough, yeah.
fire, 100%. I mean, the biggest breakthrough I've seen as well is like your ability to switch environments, switch from particular environments and people that won't potentially serving you to now being able to sit in solitude with yourself without distracting yourself and actually get locked into a purpose that's going to, free your next 5, 10, 20 years of your life into something extremely special. And coming from a place, a town, an environment that doesn't really see a lot of that, that's what makes it stand out even more, to be honest with you. So fucking beautiful stuff. Excellent stuff. You, Joe, what part of the program surprised you or impacted you the most?
It wasn't just about getting the steps in. It was like that ultimate feeling of being like really disciplined and using that time to actually reset for the next day, because I'd always do it at night. So I'd reset for the next day. I'd feel accomplished after I've done it. And I know it's so little, like it's just walking about, but at the end of the day, after doing that consistently, you feel really good about yourself, and it makes a massive difference.
Mm.
So yeah, that were a good part of it.
Yeah, something as small as that, just ticking off a box. It's like a mental tick box more than it is the actual walk itself. So actually, I've smashed that little bit of my day, which I need
Yeah,
to get done to move forward.
100%. Because most of them step counts. I wasn't listening to music. I was listening to podcasts, or or listening to sales calls or whatever. So it were really good to know just tune in with my thoughts and finish off the day. It was great.
I love that, bro. Yeah, the fucking power of walking, mate. I've fallen in love with walking, to be honest with you.
100%.
It does you well. If someone was on the fence about joining, what would you actually say to them?
I'd say if not now, when. So if not now, when? When you've got more responsibility, when you've got more things to think about, when you've gained an extra 10 kilo, when it's going to be harder for you. If not now, if not learn the skills now, if not like adopt the mindset of becoming the best version of yourself now, when are you going to do it? Because the longer you leave it, the harder it's going to get. That's what I'd say.
Excellent. Very, very good. But next one. What do you now understand about discipline, fitness, or self-leadership that you didn't 6 months ago, 12 months ago?
That is literally the foundation of becoming a better person. If you don't value yourself, you don't value, the food you eat. Like, I don't mean be strict on your food every single day, but if you're not, thinking about like what you're actually consuming and how, you exercise your body and how you look after your skin, just everything. Like, as a person, if you don't value yourself to look after yourself, how can anyone do the same? How can anyone show you respect or you demand respect off other people? Like, it all starts within.
All starts within, all an internal state first, and it projects outwardly. So it's very important. Yeah, very, very important what you do inwards. Awesome. That is a philosophy right there. It's that deep internal self-respect, and it projects outwardly on all areas, bro. I love that. We're fucking great. No, like, what was your experience being coached and being a part of this community?
Well, I'll start with the community. Community's been solid. Like, it's grown recently, hasn't it? To a point where we're jumping on calls every week, and it's just been in-depth talks that fucking men need. Men don't have like these in-depth, like intimate talks about just shit going on in your life, and to get that off your chest and to feel like empowered after getting shit off your chest and speaking about like certain topics with good lads with all like-minded mindsets. There's no better than that, and there's no like better therapy in my eyes to be around them sort of people. As far as the coaching goes, I think, Kyle, yourself, you're a very strict coach, but at the same time, like, you see the best in people. Do you know what I mean? You've got that ability to see the best in individuals who know they want to improve their lives, but just might be, on edge about taking that first step. So I feel like, you're a sick coach. All credit to you, mate.
Muchas gracias, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Bro.
100%, mate. That's good shit, man. Very, very good stuff. Now, how do you actually see your life progressing at this point? Where do you see your life going, brother?
I see my life going the way I plan it to be. Like, once you've got control of, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, the way they value yourself, the way you respect yourself, I feel like the world's in your hands, mate, and it's down to you to create the life that you want. Once you take ownership of, like past years that you might have not done so well, and you start taking ownership of where your life's going, then that's when you get complete, clarity on how you want your life to look.
So, would you say over the last 6 to 12 months of your life, you've been more clear about where you are going and what you are doing and the success you are going to hit? And
Yeah, 100%. Because I feel if you prioritize, self improvement and being in the gym and eating good foods and getting enough sleep, and I don't always get enough sleep, but if you prioritize the things that are actually going to benefit you, then nothing else matters, mate. All that matters is like where you're going, who you can help, who's around you, and you can't lose, mate. You honestly can't. You can't lose.
Awesome, mate. Fucking awesome.